Well, good morning from Dave Long Custom Lures. My name's Dave Long. If you haven't seen my videos before, I'm just going to do another creation. I feel creative today. I just want to do something a little bit different. I've done this one before, but it was quite a while ago, and I can't remember how it looked. But anyway, we'll give it another hit today for you. It could be rather colourful. I've got a lot of bright colours here, metallics that are going to bling a lot. So just go through those paints for you. Well, first of all, I'll go through the what we're painting on. I've got a minnow here. It's 130 mil, I think. Yeah, 130, and it's a shallow diver. Quite a loud rattle to it. Swims very good. It's got a nice aggressive type of wiggle on it, and we'll be putting red eyes on it today. I've got these special eyes for it, and I rather like these lures because they're so diverse. You can use them in different situations in the salt water mainly, but I'm going to try them out on freshwater species too. But anyway, that's later on. So let's get into the colours. First, I've done an undercoat of white on the blank, just to save time. And then I'm going to give the belly a dose of colour change, which is like a bluey colour change. It's actually purple, blue, orange and gold from SMS. I don't particularly like using these because of the fumes that they give off. They're rather strong, but I've got the exhaust fan on today, and I'll be rather quick with it, so it won't affect me that much. Anyway, that's first to go on. It'll go on the belly and the sides. Then I'm going to do some stencil work. By the way, this pattern is called the Mantis Prawn. Mantis prawn is predatory to prawns and other bait fish. Quite a delicacy in other countries, I think. But anyway, we'll paint this. I'm sure there's fish out there that'll be enticed by it. Yeah, so we'll use another stencil that I've created many moons ago. It's just it's similar to a wingding, but it's just got bigger curves on it, bigger swinging patterns on it, so I can get onto larger lures with it. So I like using this one in particular. Yeah, so we're going to use black with that as a base pattern. Then we're going to put a metallic colour called fastback green on the back and eyes only. That's a lovely colour, I love that. And then we're going to do a candy mix of lemon yellow by one, and orange grabber, or grabber orange by one, mixed together, and that goes over the back and stencil work. And then I'll just put a little splash of gold on the gill. Okay, so it's going to be, I think, rather colourful. Anyway, let's get into it. I'll put the colour change on first, and we'll see how that looks. Yes, I'll be using I might use the 0.5 for the colour change, and then we'll swing over to the 0.2 brush, airbrush for the rest of it. But anyway, here we go. I'm a little bit excited about this. It's going to be a little bit of an experiment, and you know, I don't mind putting myself out there for you guys. That's what it's all about. There we go. Yeah, it does smell a bit, this stuff. That's for sure. I don't know if I've got enough in there. I might have enough. Let's have a look. You won't need a lot. Just let that be. We'll just try that amount. It does smell. Ooh, it does smell. Okay, here we go. We'll go on to the belly and sides. The colour change is a great paint to have for this application. It does, as it says, does colour change, and I like using it on lures. Alright, so there you have it. It's not too bad, it's showing up a little bit, that's okay. I think that'll be enough, because I don't want to overpower these colours. Alright, so I'll just clean that out. Yeah, so the old Mantis Prawn, I think they're called other things overseas. They're called something else. But I saw a YouTube video years ago on the Mantis Prawn being a delicacy overseas there somewhere. I just can't remember where it was. Anyway, I'll change this gun now. We've used that. I'll change over to a 0.2 mil, and we'll carry on with the stencil work. I'll just dry that off too. Yeah, I don't know if you could see that, but it's just got that that changing effect of colours on the white. It's probably better on a black, but it's not too bad on the white too. It's just given that a little bit of a sparkle there. Alright, so we've got the black mixed. I'll just check something here. Yep. And we'll go into that. We'll put that into the airbrush. And we'll do some stencil work. There we go. I do pre-mix these colours just for the exercise, just so saves time. There we go. I hope we've got enough paint there, but it should be alright. Alright, so the first thing I'll do, I'll go over the eyes. That's it. Okay, now what I might do is highlight that gill. The gill really swings out wide there. So I'm going to try and go around that a little bit just to highlight it. And I'll use one of these. Which one will I use? I could try that one. That's not too bad. Just like that. That's good. And I might use the bigger side just to get some segments going here. I'll do it the best I can for the shape of the lure. That's it. So there's a few here, a few segments. Oh, that's a bit dark. I'll put one more down here. There we go, that's enough. That's fine. And we'll go over the other side. Actually, what I might do, just to be a little bit sort of arty-farty here, I might even put some dots. I've got this stencil here. It's like just dots, and I'll just put them here on the side. Not many, just near the eye, under the eye, like that. Okay, yeah, that's alright. Alright, so I'll just go over the other side and do. There we go, I'll swing that over. Now what I've got to do now, I've got to try and match this up the best I can. So I'm going to mark the top of the other side there. I'll mark about the same area, this side, as the top there. And that's so I can sort of match it up the best I can. I'll just use a pen for that. There's a little dot. That's the easiest way. There, dots, dot. One down there, and one there. So you can see those dots now, and that helps me to try and keep it uniform, because over the back I'm going to be putting a little bit of black, but also some segments if I can. We'll just see how we go. Alright, let's do this side here. Now, off memory, I think I used that. That was alright. Okay, and we'll use the bigger one. I think that's right. Something like that. A bit darker, I think. It. And then we'll do this. Put that's supposed to be around that way. No, no. No, it's all right. I'm lining up with those dots now. That, and down here, toe, like that. Alright, and I said we'd put some dots on the gill, just under the eye. I might swing that around actually so I can get in there. Yeah. There we go, that's it. That'll do, and I don't know, that just sort of sets it off a little bit, you know, for my creative edge. Alright, so that's done. Now we're going to do the top. If I can, I'll just put this airbrush down. There we go. And I'll just see if I can, that's it. Got a better angle there. There we go. And I'll just see if I can line them up to give a few segments on top, just to highlight that. Yeah, I might do that. That'll set it off a bit, make it look a little bit prawny. If I can get this airbrush going. Clean the tip a bit, that's better. It's amazing how much paint you really need. You don't need a lot of paint. I'll just see if we can get my fingers, that's better. There's always a way to do it. There we go. Like that. Go back here and do this one again. Just a bit dark. There we go. Beautiful. And I'll go over that lightly for the next colour. Just that's it. Not too dark, it's a little bit dark. That's alright. Anyway, it looks a bit messy and dark at the moment, but that's okay. I've just done that top part. I think those segments will disappear in that colouring, but we'll just see. Anyway, that's up to date. I'll just put that back. I may need that later on. Alright. Very good. I'll just clean this out. I'll use my little cotton wool buds just to get that paint moving a bit. challenge this black. I find it a challenge anyway. Yeah, so I think that should be good. Alright, so we'll clean the black out. Now I'm just going to reline that up a bit. That's why I don't mind these helping hands. They seem to take a lot of the effort off your stabilisation of the lure, you know. Anyway, right, so the next colour is the fastback green. Now we're not going to go overboard with this, just a little taste. It's a lovely colour. It's extraordinary actually. It comes out green but it can edge up on the green as blue. I'll show you what I mean. And we'll go over the back and on the eyes. Alright, there you see it. It's got a greeny tinge to it. Still see the segments a little bit. That's okay, that's good. Now we'll just drop the eyes a little bit. That's it. And it works really well on black. There we go. So you can see that that sparkly metallic look, and if you work down, if I did a more heavy coat, you'd see it more better, but you'd see a little tinge of blue on the edge. So anyway, that's all we need. I'll just clean that out. Alright, so it's coming along pretty well off memory. Alright, so we've got the fastback green on. Now I'm going to put the candy on in the mix. There we go, that's it there. It's like an orangey colour. Alright, just check something. Okay, that is fine. Just checking the camera. I sometimes knock it with my foot. It's only a tight little area I'm working in here. Okay, I don't think we're going to need all that. I'll just use a little bit. Okay, so we're going to put this candy on now. The candy is a dye, and it works good on black. So I'll just adjust it a little bit. There we go. And that goes on the back. On the segments, it's a little bit powerful, it is. It's better. by turning that down it gives me better control. Okay, let's see. We're just leaving a little bit of white in between the segments. I'll go over the back again. That's it, and on the eyes. That's it. I think that'll do. Right. Okay, that's good. Clean this out. I'm a little bit particular about this because it has UVLS in it, and that will clog up your gun. I don't want that to happen. Makes it harder for the next application. Okay, so now we're going to put a little bit of gold on it. Just give that another blast out, proportionally. That's the way. Okay. Alright, so that's how it looks so far. It comes up like a copper colour on the back due to that fastback green. And it's just bleeding down a little bit, but it's still got the white segments here. And we're going to put gold on the gill plates. I might have to mix that a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit loose, so I might just add a little bit more gold. This is a metallic gold. Just a little bit more. That's the way. Okay. Just the gold. Okay, here we go on the gill plates. There we go. And we'll just dry that off a little bit. Give it another application just to... That's all right. I might do one side at a time. It seems to be still a little bit loose. That's all right. Over the other side. That's all right. Okay, that's good. Just let that dry off a little bit. You can see that twinkle there of the gold on the gill plates. That's good. Might just give another little hit on the other side there. That's it. Not too much. Just a little bit. Okay. We'll wash that out. Funny, I don't know if I've told you guys, but my little doggy doesn't like the compressor, and she goes running. Must think it's a big vicious dog or something. Anyway, she'll have to get used to it. Okay, that's good. Now we're going to put some red eyes on it. I think the red eyes will show up pretty good. Where did I put them? They're in here somewhere. Have to find them now. There they are. Yeah, I think the red eyes will show up pretty good there. And they're an oblong eye. These are like a teardrop type of eye that suits the lure. They come with the lure actually. I'll just get ready here with a couple of things. Rightio, so we're going to put a dab on there with glue, just a little dab. There we go. And then it goes. Make sure it's lined up okay. Very nice. I don't mind those eyes. And there it is. That's how it looks. Okay. Gee, it's been a while since I've done one of these. You probably argue and say, oh, it doesn't look like a Mantis Prawn. I got the pattern and coloration, the coloration to make the pattern from a photo years ago of a Mantis Prawn. Okay, here we go. We'll put the other eye in. Just a little dab. This glue, it's semi-super glue, cheap, but it'll last you a long time if you look after it. There we go. Put that on there. Just make sure it's in. There we go. Very nice. Now I'll just take this off while I think of it, so you can get a better view. It's nearly finished for epoxy. There we go. And there you have it. That's my take of Mantis Prawn. Yeah, so it's pretty easy to do. Nothing difficult about it. Just take your time and you can come up with some good detail in that. You don't have to use the detailed stencils I use. You can use other stuff. I'll show you a pattern later on of an outlandish type of pattern that I made into a stencil, and really looks good once it's completed. But anyway, that's the Mantis Prawn for me, and I hope you got something out of that to help you with your artwork. And yeah, I'll sign off and have a good day. Thank you.